Modernity has a huge effect on the advancement of technology. This also contributes to great changes in values, norms, and culture. The question is, can we, as the young generation, synergize the effect of technology and a sense of nationalism? In this occasion, I am Badri Sidanare Wardana from St. Junior High School, and I would like to deliver a speech under the title, Synergizing the Identity of Nation for the Global Development to Prepare 5.0 Era. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays, young generation is easily vulnerable to be influenced by modernity. Meanwhile, we should understand that young generation is nation's future leaders. As judicious individuals, there are standards that should be highlighted in order to create a balance or synergy between modernity and morality. The rapid development of information and communication and the flow of modernity have spread around the world. The rapid development of information and communication technology as well as modernity are two related things, because there are no modernity without the technological progress. The development of information, communication, and technology is also called as globalization. Martin Albright once said, globalization concerns a whole process by which the world's people are connected into a single world community, the global community. In line with the development of information and communication technology, along with the globalization and modernization, have spread to all corners of the world as an inevitable process. Globalization is playing a social revolution that affects all corners of life. It blurs the boundaries that distinguish business, media, and pattern of relations between community and individuals. This is a challenge for all nations around the world and gives impact in both positive and negative. The positive impact that has been felt in various sectors of Indonesia, such as science and technology is growing, Indonesia economic growth increases, and the welfare of people living standard is getting more advanced. However, there are also negative impact that is caused by globalization, among others such as Western style, dominant individualism, and loss of love for domestic local products. In this context, we can see that modernity as a global impact is quite contrary to the existence of the local culture. Modernity is also widely introduced by the Western world, where culture is very different from Indonesian people. Then, the cultural values of the Western world will be a threat to the national identity of the life pattern that has become our life pattern of our society. Ladies and gentlemen, national identity is manifestations of a life pattern that comes from a culture that grew from hundreds of tribes, which refers to Pancasila and Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Hence, in order to create a balance between modernity and a sense of nationality, there are three steps. The first is to develop a sense of nationality. The second is to give introduction of 5.0 era in education. And the last but not least is to implement the value of Pancasila. Okay, the first, develop a sense of nationality. A sense of nationality is one of the ways to plant a love of nation. We, as the judicious generation, show the pride of our nation. It could be stated by proud of the local language, wearing the local product, or understanding the local culture. As we can see now, the young generation is easily influenced in food, fun, and fashion. So let's try to love what is ours rather than from other nation. The second, give the introduction of 5.0 era in education. Education plays a very important role in human life. Since early age, there should be an education about how to use technology wisely. For instance, youngsters and adults should know that they must not upload it with private data into the social media to avoid cybercrime. The one that is not native to technology should also be educated to use it so they can assist their job. As like an object driver could learn how to operate Gojek or Grab. There also should be an education about how to know the difference between truth information and hoax information. So there will be no fear of updating. As we can see last time, also people think that vaccine is a part of the global crime. So most people also think that there's a chip in the vaccine of a human. This wrong thought should be verified by giving a right education of it. And the last but not least is to implement the value of Pancasila. modernization is not a westernization. As long as people know the basic principle, we could still use it in line with our daily activity. We could still learn how to speak English and speak it fluently without forgetting Bahasa Indonesia. We still could play online games without neglecting traditional game. We still could enjoy Western song as well as dangdut song. As long as the 5 basic principle is synergizing with the coming of technology, we could still live modernly without shifting our identity. In conclusion, we could keep up with modernity if we apply the technology judiciously. That's all my speech today. Thanks so much, and the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.